like if you have that revolutionary spirit, right, you have to be so swift and changeable, right? Like we know our brothers, but sometimes our brothers be interfering with other brothers. Like I got somebody who come here, he might just be a plant. He don't even know it. He just like know, he might say something to somebody else. And then automatically I'm affiliated with that. Now we watching this all over, all these little vloggers, everybody got a voice now, and they can talk about who got locked up. Now, little son used to mess around with son and them, and son and them on 113, and it's like, all right, so now you an agent, bruh. Right. You not a vlogger. You an agent, bad, bruh. Yeah. Like that's not this. Like your build the information is like, we create a portal for individuals to see how these things have affected generations of individuals, but at the same time, you also have to highlight the heroes. You got to highlight the Nat Turners. You got to highlight these individuals because right now you could say theoretically right now people are enslaved right now, like because not everybody is on that dean right now. Right. And you could be like, yo, I gotta spill these couple of gems. I feel like some of these people will go, yo, right boom. Now. If it's not for us, then we're gonna be like, yo, nah, nobody wanna hear this. Yeah. Cause they wanna just hear this. That you lying, bro. That's not the truth, bro. Yo, like if you don't
information it's like the Matrix. Bro. In the Matrix, anybody who wasn't unplugged was a potential enemy.
Facts.
That's the reason.
And that's my favorite movie, by the way.
I like the Matrix and I like Avatar. Like my thing is Avatar.
Same type of concept,
right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm talking about, like we plugged into the earth, we plugged into the universe. Like it's a few of us that know without even saying. Like when we talk about the shining, we talk about we want our PNC life. It's like sometimes we don't even got to talk. Right. It's like, yo, son, like word.
Avatar is like is they made blue Native Americans.
I just want to say
the whole concept.
Say to you guys real quick.
Blue Native Americans.
There is a reason for slavery. I've said this a million times on the show before. There is a reason for slavery.
Of course.
And the reason for slavery is disobedience, no matter how you want to look at it.
What you mean by that?
Disobedience.
Against God. Against God.
Right.
If you read Deuteronomy 28.
When you start to look it up, you have to start to see when did this so-called slavery even take place. And you will have to go all the way back to the Bible and go back into Genesis, and you have to see exactly who was the first person that decided to take someone into slavery. And you will connect it all, and you connect why this all happened. It was disobedience. Yeah. And once we went into disobedience, it was something that was already going to happen. Now, what we need to know is who could set us free from slavery. That's the question. And can the Nat Turners and the revolutionaries and people who pick up a gun and fight set us free from slavery? If it could, I ask, have it set us free from slavery?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
Wow.
Nat Turner.
He just, woo, I got that.
I know you did, brother. I know you did.
But Nat Turner supposedly saw a vision from God.
Supposedly. Right. That's not in the Bible. That's no scriptures.
It's not in the Bible. But what's in the Bible?
I'm just keeping it real, though. You know what I'm saying? That's not in the Bible. That's no scriptures.
If you're curious to what Big is talking about, look up Deuteronomy 28. It lists the punishment for the chosen people and what would happen to them when they disrespected the laws that was given by God. And the description is kind of airy that it matches slavery down to the eagle that will come scoop you up. And here we are in America, the land of the eagle.
There's a degree in the supreme alphabets. Love, hella, right. And I mean, like basically, you go through love. Like to find love, you go through hell. And at some point, you decide if it's right or it's love. Love is supposed to be the highest form of understanding. Right? After you do knowledge, wisdom, understand. That's the highest form of understanding is love.
Love is the language of life.
Right? Right. Now, and you talk about the Bible, you talk about Jesus had to go through 40 days and 40 nights. Right? This is the son of the creator. Right? When you think about that whole concept of slavery or the penalties, Like you think about, you can equate that with oneself, right? Oneself has to go through this enslavement, and then find this freedom.
To find what? Self-love?
Yeah, you gotta find that. You gotta go to that higher understanding, and then perhaps you can deal with people on a higher level, like when you say, okay, Jesus is the Christ, right? He has arisen. And some people is not even doing that. Like other people is like, all right, you have the Prophet Muhammad, praise be upon him. You know, the Prophet Muhammad, praise be upon him, was illiterate, right? But the Quran, we are reading these surahs and we're reading these things, and it's like, okay, how do we get these messages from an individual who didn't go through this passageway? You know,
because there was a higher being in Allah, God, that was passing these messages along.
right?
That's how we was learning from the Quran, the Bible, and all types of scriptures that was put here before.
Right. So
they say the word would be written on your heart.
The word will be written in your heart. So each individual can raise to that Christ head. Each individual, like the God say, peace to the gods of earth. Like you gotta get to that God.
But that's the natural process for everybody.
And this is something that's confused. Peace to the gods and earth. This is something that's always confused with me, but I just let it be, let it be whatever it be. We all are Christ. That is.
We are all made in the image.
That's what we are going towards. That is the highest platform of our spiritual self would be the Christ.
So in that Turner, I don't know if this person even exists, right?
Right.
But the story is Christ-like to me in that regards, where it's like, all right, you have this person, this I don't even know if you could say it's a person, right? But this entity that rose up in this outside of the ashes of people, the despair, and just like it's almost like every 1,000 years you have to have a lesson that tells you like be a better you.
Right. To stand for something.
Yeah.
But I think for all of us, we kind of experience it. Because from the moment that you're born,
we don't learn shit though.
But
we experience it, we don't learn shit. We
just
like, man, that Bible ain't, man, I don't listen to that.
We live in a world of abundance.
That's why there's so many different other avenues to learn from.
But the first thing you learn.
Jail.
No. The first thing.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just now
first
being
thing
an
that you
asshole.
learn. You ever look at a kid climbing up on some shit that's like twice your size, and you're like, how are you so fearless? That kid from birth has been loved.
You don't know that.
He's been given. Like he came into a scary world and was given. When he was hungry, he was fed. When he cried, he was hugged. That is the introduction to life for all of us. Well, maybe not for all of us.
You raised properly.
But for most of us, when you first come into this world, you're provided for. You're given everything that you need. Allegedly.
Hopefully.
However, each one of those kids, I'm telling you, you take any kid, you go to a playground, they're all fearless. Because they've been given the love. They've been provided. They don't have a fear. They live in this world where they feel like when I fall, it's gonna be fed. When I'm this, I'm good.
I feel like good. So again, it goes to
that's like the
you learn fear.
You're taught fear. You're taught fear. You're taught.
You taught how to enslave yourself.
And think about it.
You're taught that.
But it's not the first thing that you learn though.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.